Today's shop bullshit. This bad boy came in. Here's endoscopy, Torrance, a Steris company. Let's see it on here. Subsidy of Steris. So, you see when he thinks it's Steris. Says motor's not spinning. But what's the one thing that's clearly missing? The fucking pump head. Foot control's sitting over there. It's just a little air switch. Goes in here, yada yada. If you've never seen an irrigation pump, this is another type. That's the pump head I'm looking for. Pretty much you put your tubing through here, clamp this fucker down, so I'll be missing pieces and broken, whatever. Set what speed you want it to go, and when you press the foot pedal, it sends fluid from one end to the other. So it's drawing it out of a bottle, going this one, it's going this direction. This roller wheel moves, like kind of massaging the fluid through, and that's how it controls the rate based on the speed of the motor and the calculation that the engineers have done of the distance between here and here, so it knows how much, so it's pushing this much fluid through the tubing off to wherever you're going. There's a ton of these different ones. There's newer manufacturers are now making this kind of built in so the pump head doesn't come off. But typically this thing just turns like 45 degrees clockwise to come off. And typically these things just spin off. Look, see here, no holding it. There's usually a tab or something. You press. This one they've broken it off, and some shithead decided to glue it on. It's all broken, so I don't really care about this. There we go. Now, the trick is these things usually have a piece of metal or a magnet in it because there's a sensor back here. This one, whoever fixed it, decided to get rid of the sensor because it didn't work and they couldn't get it or they were cheap or whatever. They left it in here instead of gluing it. See the 3 wires? They go nowhere. Anyway, so this one, see the screw right here? Tell me that's where the sensor is. Here it's all cut out. So the easy thing you can do, one of 2 things. Either A, get some piece of ferrous metal, put right here, and then hit the foot pump. And if something still doesn't happen, get a magnet. So for this one, there you go, foot switch. It's just an air switch, but you can hear it clicking. Okay. Check, ferrous metal check. Nothing works. Okay. Means the magnet is in the pump head. Looky, looky. See how that works? That's simple. Like I said, the one component missing is of course a problem. And the problem is clearly both technician and user need in service. So another question is, do they have a good pump head? Is the pump head missing the magnet? Is the magnet, I don't know, lose magnetivity, whatever. But that's typical irrigation pump. Show the inside a little bit. So this one has 2 foot switches, so 2 people control it. There's one type of air switch. Say 2 just go through, pushes air. Here's your motor. It's driving that. There's a hole where the sensor would go. Power entry module, pretty standard. Another foot switch option. Instead of air, you can use power. Volume control, which foot switch, and all of that. Power supply, pretty freaking standard power supply. If you've been doing this long enough, you recognize it's the same damn 24 volt output power supply that so much of our crap uses. And then here's the main board with your air switches, all the sensor controls. This one, HK lets you calibrate this stuff. Not that they give you directions for it, but whatever. And that's it. That, in a nutshell, is an irrigation pump. All right, good luck out there.